Good afternoon, everyone. Let's ready to dive into today's topic, that is biotech breakthroughs, shaping the future. Before we proceed further, I would like to introduce the speaker of the day, Dr. Joydeep Datta, Professor, School of Bioengineering and Biosciences at Lovely Profession University. Mr. Datta has over 21 years of experience in life sciences, specializing in biology. He has published 40 papers and actively contributes to several scientific societies. Now, I would also like to introduce the alumni in this webinar. Ms. Ishika Chauhan. Recently, she secured an on-campus placement at Vinaya, where she served as an online tutor for international students. Now, I would also like to introduce Ms. Ritu Kumari, Achiever 2024, JRF Net qualified. She holds both BSc and MSc in Zoology honors from Lovely Profession University, where she excelled academically and received a gold medal. Now, I would also like to introduce Mr. Rudra, MSc Zoology first year student. He is currently pursuing his MSc in Zoology at Lovely Profession University and has achieved top academic honors. His expertise includes DNA extraction from plants. Now, I would also like to introduce the admission nominee in this webinar, Mr. Deepak Upadhyay, Assistant Professor, having experience of more than 8 years in teaching and career counseling of the student. Now, I would like to hand over things to our experts. Over to you.
Thank you, Ms. Simrat, for your nice introduction.
Thank you so much.
I welcome all my students, Ms. Ishika Chauhan, Ms. Ritu, and Mr. Rudradev Sarkar in this forum. Zoology as one of the career options for all the aspiring students in field of biological sciences. I hope this interaction will definitely open up some insights for the aspiring students, and they may get any input into the field of zoology that they will make their career into. First, I would like to start with Ms. Ishika Chauhan, who is an alumni of our organization and working with Vinaya Education and an online tutor. Ishika, tell me a bit of your journey through the field of zoology from initial interest from where you are now.
Yes, sir, sure. Okay, so to be honest, when I finished school, I initially planned to pursue microbiology at Delhi University. However, just before enrolling, I had a change of heart and decided to pursue zoology honors instead. I was really drawn to zoology because it covers such a wide range of fascinating subjects like ecology, evolution, genetics, physiology, immunology, and so on, and the study of both chordates and non-chordates. And what really grabbed my interest were physiology and evolutionary biology. Because physiology intrigued me because I've always been fascinated to know how our bodies work, the different systems that keeps us alive. And evolutionary biology, on the other hand, it has captivated me with its exploration of the history of life, including the incredible story of human evolution. So as I immersed myself further in these studies, I found myself vividly picturing the scenes and context of biological history, which truly brought the subjects to life for me. So this journey from considering microbiology to embracing zoology has been incredibly fulfilling. It solidified my passion for understanding the natural world.
Rightly said, Ms. Shika, that you had
Yes.
option for a wide variety of subjects in zoology, starting from micro animals to the mega animals and their functioning at the physiological world and adapting to the environment, which has helped you to grow in your understanding how zoology will help you anybody to grow in their career. Now, putting into this world of functioning of LPU that you had gone through, what are your memorable moments? What are some of the most important experiences that you had during this time of studying zoology in the
Sir,
Department of Zoology of lovely professional university?
yes, sir. Actually, I have memorable experiences from both my graduation from Delhi University and from my master's in lovely professional university. So there are a few moments like I would like to share with you all.
Right.
So during my time studying zoology, several moments really stood out for me. One of the most unforgettable experiences was in my first semester while I was pursuing my graduation. So at that particular point of time, our ecology professor, she took us to Aravali Biodiversity Park in Delhi. So it was a part of a project for us. So seeing the insects, birds, and wild animals there in their natural habitat, it was like amazing experience for us. And it was incredible to apply what I learned in class to real life situations. Like another memorable trip was I was in my sixth semester in my third year when our college organized a trip to visit Nainital. So there we explored the Nainital Zoo and we got to see a wide variety of animals up close. And it was like really thrilling that gave me a deeper fascination with wildlife. Then during my master's study, I had a great experience on a field trip to Gadwasu, Ludhiana, where we studied different fish species with our fisheries professor, Dr. Rahul. And it was a hands-on learning that showed me how zoology relates directly to our surroundings. Doing research in the lab was another highlight for me. I got to dissect frogs and mice, which really helped me understand how the bodies work, how they function. And also, I would like to add, being a part of zoological societies, like I was a member of Chimera at Delhi University and Species Squad at lovely professional university. It was also a great fun for me. We used to organize wildlife themed activities and games for students, which really brought us together and sparked our interest in conservation of wildlife. These experiences have not only made my academic journey richer, but also strengthened my commitment to wildlife conservation and deepened my love for the beauty of nature.
So you, as per your statement, what I can make it out that you are fascinated towards zoology, the animal study from your undergraduation days. Now,
Yes.
how it has impacted you on your perspective world around you, but both scientifically and personally?
Yes, sir. So my understanding of the world has really changed significantly as a result of my zoology studies, both personally and scientifically as well. So it has given me a greater knowledge of how interrelated all the life forms are on this earth from a significant perspective. Understanding ecology, evolution, and biodiversity, it has really brought to life the critical role that each species plays in preserving the ecosystem. My awareness of even environmental challenges and the significance of conservation efforts to protect the biodiversity for future generations has increased as a result of this information. And studying zoology has personally increased my respect for the richness and beauty of the natural world. A sense of surprise and respect for wildlife has been imprinted through the field visits when I observed animals in their natural habitats, as I mentioned earlier, and I learned about their behaviors and adaptations. So it has really made me increasingly aware of the moral issues pertaining to conservation and animal welfare. Overall, I would like to say that my education in zoology has not only enriched my understanding of scientific concepts, but it has also deepened my connection to the nature and strengthened my commitment to protecting our planet's biodiversity. It has really influenced me how I perceive and interact with the world around me, inspiring a lifelong passion for wildlife conservation.
Yeah, as you rightly stated, the conservation of biodiversity is very important, and animal is one of the major contributor to it. All right. So, and I must tell you that we do also have started an forum on what do you say about the animal behavior as one of the aspect that one every individual must understand to reduce that wildlife conflict in between the human and the wild animals. So, progressing towards it, do you have any favorite animal species? And
Sir, okay.
why you favor or why you would like to have a what do you say that it is one of the most important species in the world?
Okay, sir. That is like a very difficult question for me because I do not have like any one animal in particular. I would say that Because in zoology, we have studied that there are millions of species on this planet.
You're
Okay,
right.
so
You
just
said,
we cannot
right.
pick out one favorite species. And each organism has its own unique characters that the humans can adapt to. For
Definitely,
example,
women in economical niche, they have a specific role to play.
yes, sir. So, for example, from the elephants, like they have a long memory, so we can adapt that. Spiders, they teach us the beauty of patience. The seahorses, they are the epitome of paternal beauty, and we learn the, characteristics of altruism, then teamwork from bees and ants, the meerkats that we learn in ecology, and the dolphins also. And they teach us a lot about the communication systems and the altruistic behavior. Then from the panthers, leopards, tigers, lions, cheetahs, etc., we have a lot to learn from their sharp senses. Then from the prey, such as the deer, fish, goats, etc., they teach us how to be agile in flight. Dogs, they teach us loyalty. So yeah, we can learn a lot from animals.
Yeah, right. That I think it has much has fascinated you towards understanding the animal and their presence in this world scenario. So, and from your words, I could able to make it out how much you are deeper into the understanding of the animal and their role in this biodiversity and its conservation. So, what advice you would like to give to the aspiring zoologists, those who are just coming up with their degree in class, higher secondary, or maybe say undergraduation degree? They are having a love towards animals as well as the zoology as such. Now, when I say animals, then we do try to keep ourselves towards cattle only, or maybe say mammalian species only, but not when I say zoology, we take it from micro zoology to the mega zoology, wherein we include a protozoa also into our understanding to a human being. So, what advice you would like to give these aspiring zoologists that what should they do?
Okay, sir. Actually, this varies from people to people. So first of all, I would like to say that zoology is actually primarily a branch of biology that actually requires students to have a strong interest in it before pursuing a career, because science is something that you cannot just cram in one night and write down your answers. This is not science. Science you have to apply to your field. There is an application. It is an application-based thing. You have to have a good imaginative power, and this zoology, as I have told in the beginning, that it covers a wide range of subjects. And some of the subjects, those are intimately related to human biology, like immunology and physiology. And that actually requires a strong sense of curiosity, your dedication, and inventive thinking to excel in this study. That I must, and I have also applied these things. That is why I have been able to understand these subjects, as they are like very tough. So, as a result, my primary suggestion is for individuals to maintain a true interest in the field to prevent feeling burdened. First thing. Secondly, I would like to say that since this is a practical field, so an expertise in the practical skills and application is required due to the considerable laboratory work that a person has to do, and the data handling, data collecting things are also involved in the practical application for conducting various experiments. But because without them, the scientific investigation would be incomplete. And finally, I would like to say that keeping up with the current research trends is critical in this continuously changing profession. So yeah, these are the major advices that I would like to give to anyone interested in pursuing zoology.
Yeah, as rightly stated by your the practical experimentation that is very important for scientific understanding. And I always used to state to my students that academics or education is not only to study a particular subject, it is to build your understanding, your common senses, that what we have to do in a given situation. But studying zoology does not define that only we need to understand zoology. We need to understand how I can apply zoology in my living and my society. So, and the technology advancement that is required to cope up with the uh, 5.0, or you say the generation that what we are going through, 5G we
Yes, sir.
say. So what technology has impacted you through your practical experimentation inside the lab, or your understanding through your theory studies, how it has impacted the field of zoology during your career development?
Yes, sir. So before I got placed, actually, I was working on my dissertation project in my last semester. So, like scientific advancement, it has been a key factor in the conduction of my dissertation project. The use of different tools and equipments, it has facilitated me with my experiments. And as I was working on fungi, so I had to do the molecular identification and all to like, continue the project. Okay. So especially for the identification of the fungi, I used the SEM technique, TEM techniques, scanning electron microscope, the transmission electron microscope, and the other methods which are used to, do the molecular identification of the samples. So that means that those techniques, these are really important for the molecular level of study, and it highlights the importance of modern technological process. So yeah, technology is like very important to science.
Right,
Yes, sir.
right. So the modern development, that is very important. So again, when I used to say to my student, my research student, my BSc student, my MSc student, that if I focus to zoology only, I will not be growing. I need to take the whole science together. Like you stated about, very well defined, that you working on fungi. Now, fungi is not the factor of a zoologist, but
Yes, sir.
nowadays the field is multidisciplinary. So here what we have to understand that uh, animal can be have an infection from a fungi, or the animals can have a better what do you say, resources from fungi also. So we need to understand fungi also, we need to understand bacteria also, because they are all interrelated with animals. We need to understand plants also. So therefore
Yes,
technology
sir.
is very important for us to
Sir,
help
like
in
I would like
understanding.
to add one more. Yeah, I
Yeah,
would like
right,
to,
go ahead.
sorry to interrupt. I would like to add in one more point. Like while I was doing my dissertation project, I not only focused on fungi, but actually I focused on three different kingdoms: on fungi, then on nematodes, and I was working with plants as well. So the three
Right.
kingdoms, they were combined together, and we only study about the nematodes.
Yes,
And that too comes in the microscopic field.
yes, right. That means that you had a
Interdisciplinary.
multidisciplinary aspect of your project. So that is what is
Yes, sir.
very important. Until and unless we understand science, we may not be able to apply all these things, whatever we do. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the exciting development that has taken place recent last 20 years, or maybe you say 30 years. The people have started thinking about all these things in very multifaceted direction. So can you please
Yes, sir.
highlight some of the recent development that have taken place, or may have caught your attention, that I must take up or pursue up this thing in my future aspects?
Yes, sir. I would like to say yesterday only while I was like scrolling through Google, I came across an article. So that article, it was a research article which was published by the University of Auckland, in New Zealand. So like they suggested that there is a bird, New Zealand bird, and it's called the New Zealand's rifleman, and its scientific name is Titiponamu. It's like that. So they discovered one thing, a new thing in that they may have basic vocal learning abilities. So their study, it suggested that the bird, it may be a link between the parrots and the songbirds in terms of the development of the vocal learning. So yeah, this it means that the ability of the bird to learn the sounds, it can vary across different spectrums rather than being strictly classified to as being able to or not. So yeah, this is something new because there are millions of species and we have not discovered their abilities yet. So a bird having vocal abilities like us humans, so it is like really fascinating. So that grabbed my attention.
Yeah, right. I tell you one thing. One of my PhD students, she's working on the sound produced by mosquitoes, and she is working on uh, our software. You say AI that has been incorporated into it, machine learning is incorporated into it, and she is working on identification of different mosquito species on the basis of the sound produced by females now, which is very important for the government understanding policy framework to develop certain systems, how the people of NGOs, they can identify the species and can have a proper treatment of mosquito. Very nice talking to you, and I could able to understand the love and affection towards zoology that you have developed. And I'm sure that this development in you, you came to us just for your PG degree, and this development into you is helping you in your what do you say, the functioning with Vanaya EduTech, something like that, and that help you in teaching these people online, and definitely it will help you further ahead. All the best, and keep going on, keep good.
Thank you, sir.
So now
Thank you
we
so much.
have Miss Ritu, who is our what do you say, the achiever, as she has cleared net examination, and I am very proud of her as she has done by herself and achieved that degree, and definitely she would be doing a better in her future with her um, achievement that she has done through. Miss Ritu, if you kindly, yes, right. What inspired you to take career in zoology? Because you are our UG as well as PG student both. So you have continued with us for last 5 years. And I respect your understanding that you are with LPU and you had given time to us, and we had able to shape you up so that you could able to take up a career in zoology. Now, can you please elaborate what inspired you to take that zoology course as your career option?
Honestly saying, sir, actually, I am very thankful to LP only. Before this, as we all know, after 10th, we have to choose the career path in which direction we want to go. I know that I was interested in science field, and I went for the medical. But when I like first time visited LPU, there I came to know about that the counselor there told me about that there is a course you can go for, either zoology. In biology there are two courses, either zoology or you can take botany. And then she told me about like how animal science you will say it is so interesting. And first time I visited labs of our department, and I seen the students, they were like seeing specimens and slides through microscope and all. So that time I decided to pursue my career in zoology. Then I remember like in first semester, one of our professor was teaching us animal physiology, and I was like so fascinated when he was talking like about how our how we human our body functions and all. I was so fascinated to learn about that thing. And first practical we went to the lab, and for first practical when we went to the lab, and we saw that microscopes, and I like saw the slides of sections of pancreas and all the glands and organs. I was very fascinated to learn about that, how this all functions in our body. And like literally, and then also we have studied in during my graduation, I've studied other subjects like animal behavior and ecology, evolution and all. And I tried to connect how we, all the animals around us and we humans, how we are interconnected, and how they are like contributing towards us. So that's all which fascinated me toward the zoology.
Yes, right. That you have given an insight about your understanding about zoology. Now, do tell me one thing. While doing your degree from your UG to PG for the last 5 years, you must have encountered certain very important discoveries that have impacted your understanding about zoology, or may have developed more fascination towards zoology. Any discovery that you would like to highlight over here in this forum?
Yes, yes, sir. One of like we all know about stem cell therapy. We know
Yeah,
about
right,
that.
right, right. Very
Yeah,
good.
I was very fascinated to know about how from a single embryonic stem cells we can rebuild, regenerate whole organs, and uh, and we can like this therapy can contribute to like save millions of lives. And even you know, sir, I have studied this recent articles. Researchers have to that many of our animals are being threatened in and being extinct in wildlife. So researchers have tried to protect their genetic diversity. They are cryopreserving the embryonic stem cells of threatened animals, and they're trying to regenerate these animals through
Yes, yes.
in labs. So this is like made me very fascinated over it. And
Yes,
another
right.
I
Now, again, I would like to highlight the importance of the technology advancement that has taken place. And as Ritu has also stated about stem cell technology, the genetic conservation for conservation of wildlife and the biodiversity, which is a very important factor as per in all the governments taken together all over the world, that conservation is a very important aspect. Now, do tell me that how do you see the conservation efforts, and what role do you believe that researcher can play in preserving wildlife, which is a very important aspect of today's concept?
Yes, I think researchers, they are majorly, they are playing vital role in preserving the wildlife. Like uh, although all these projects and campaigns are ongoing, but scientists and researchers are those who are providing scientific evidences, scientific data to like where in what they're monitoring, they're assessing like which area, how in which area the wildlife is more threatened. They are studying the habitat of the animals, and like telling how they're interacting in the ecosystems, and how we humans are affecting them, how we can preserve them. The researchers are giving us the new ideas. Like one I will mention, they are uh, doing cryopreservation of stem cells to preserve the threatened animals.
Yeah, right. I would like to also switch over to our next speaker, but then Miss Ritu, please be over here because I would be coming back to you.
Okay.
We have Mr. Rudradev Sarkar, right? As Miss Ritu has stated that the stem cells technology or the genetic conservation of what he said, the wildlife for conservation of biodiversity. What is your thought process? What is your thought process as a what do you say student, as a student who has to invest so much of the time into academics of PG, which is a very higher important degree, how you balance your academics with your extracurricular activity, because that is very also important. Because you see, if you see the what do you say, the teaching for kids is to play and learn. So I would also like to understand your understanding. How you do say take extracurricular activity and help in understanding the development of science as well as the conservation of the whole wildlife? Can you have some insight into it?
First of all, good afternoon, sir. And I want to thank you, all my teachers and seniors, for giving me the opportunity to speak. And yes, sir, as per the question, as a student, studying from 9 to 5 can be very hectic, and the best option is very hectic can be. And after that, for extracurricular activities, if we are working, we can also give time from 5 to 6 or from 5:30 to 6:30 in the DSR for our certain extracurricular activities. And the best way to manage them is obviously time management and making a schedule and a fixed routine for everything. Like how I managed my was after time management was the first priority. Following that was the SWOT analysis. I analyzed my own strength and weaknesses. All the subjects, we cannot be excel at all subjects, and we cannot be weak in all subjects altogether. We are specifically good at certain subjects and bad at certain. So giving more time to some good subjects, and giving comparatively less time to the easier or the subjects we think think that it easy for us. Like this I manage that. And also every day I still now spend like 1 hour for my own research purpose, only a me time. If I want to like I am studying for CSIR, I will study for CSIR net. And after that I will do read some research papers regarding the field I am interested in. And this 1 hour will be completely given to the time beside the academics into new development and more discoveries that are occurring nowadays, which will impact our total understanding of the knowledge of zoology and all the interdisciplinary courses in the field of science.
Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, Ms. Ritu, that as rightly stated by Mr. Rudradev Sarkar, that time management is more important when we do PG and we have to aspire for higher goals. Uh, as an achiever in zoology, what advice would you like to offer to the aspiring scientist interested students or the students who are doing their PG, how to pursue the similar path and how to manage the time? That is what is important.
uh, like what I used to do now, sir, I used to take notes of the things. I mean, make a short note, like what things, what topics I find easy and what topics I find like tough. So I used to manage time. Like LQ, we go from 9 to 6. We were in college. After that, I give around 3 hours for my study, and I used to study for 2 hours, give for the tough topics, and for 1 hour give for the easy topics. Like that, I used to manage that time. And after that, in half an hour, I used to study, read news about what scientific
Yes.
searches are going on daily. It was my routine. For 30 minutes, I used to search like what new is going in our field of zoology. That that eagerness to learn something new is what always makes me interesting and fascinated about zoology.
Yes, right, right. That is what is important. That the dividing your or you prioritize your work and dividing the time for each and every aspect is very important step for aspiring your higher career in every field, not only in zoology. Now, can you share any memorable moment from the fieldwork or expedition that have lasting impact on you? You must have gone through certain expedition or excursion trip.
And there are a lot of such moments. So, like during graduation, sir, during summer holidays, under one of my supervisor, there is in front of our LQ, there is one Vatika is there, herbal garden, our herbal garden is there. We went to do apiculture there. So I
Mm-hmm.
learned about honeybees and how they help in pollination, and how they prepare honey, and what is their behavior, how they give signals to each other and communicate with each other. It was very good experience for me to learn about them. Then during my master's, I was doing the capstone project on using a fungi to against lepidopteran pest. So I learned about like how a microorganism can use to kill a macroorganism. So it was very good experience for me.
All right. Thank you, Miss Ritu, for your beautiful insight about your what do you say journey through PG, UG to PG in zoology in lovely professional university. Thank you for that. Who is our what do you say second year? Now, do tell me, you also have done UG over continued through your PG degree. What have been the most ready? Hello. Yes.
Sorry, sir, the voice cracked. I was unable to hear what you were saying. I was going to
Yeah, no
type the
issue.
voice. Sir. Hello, the voice is cracking, sir. Hello.
Have you learned my question? Shall I
No, no,
repeat?
no, no. Yes, yes. Please repeat the question, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please repeat the question. I'm having a bit of network issue.
Okay. Now, as are you are also a student who has started from UG to PG. Now, what are your memorable experiences, the lesson that you have learned at the time as a sophomore student?
There are many memorable experience, but the first memorable experience as a fresher, which I experienced when I first came to Lovely, was meeting so many diverse people. Lovely is actually very diverse, and we can say that it almost like represent the sample size of the entire Indian subcontinent. And I meeting so many people, interacting with them, learning about their cultures was very interesting to me. Following that, I created memorable incidents when I participated in the extracurricular activities such as Spectra, and also when I participated in social events such as the event of the LPU student chapter, we in association with the Lungs Care Foundation. It was also very memorable. Also the conference that we held there. And other than that, I learned so many things when I actually went to for the apiculture activities. Some of our teachers took us to for the apiculture activities. I learned how the honeybees interact. I also interacted with them. I actually opened up the honeycomb that they have and actually took out from the box of the combs from the box. I was nervous at the beginning also, but then I learned. They told me, "Don't be nervous. If you shake your hands, the honeybees will get more aggravated. They will get aggravated on you." It was very fun. Other than that, I enjoyed my time when I was doing my capstone project, because I when I first came to Lovely, I was completely naive in the field of nanotechnology. But when I did my capstone project, I learned that there is a fascinating world which we can't even see. It's the nano size particles of when they go below the size of 100 nanometers, many of the properties change drastically, giving them new characteristics which can be exploited. As sir, you stated earlier, zoology has to be more of an interdisciplinary subject. So here we are working with molecular biology, immunology, and my focus changed from more of a theoretical base to the applied sciences of nanotechnology, where I actually use the anatomy of animals such as pest animals like mosquitoes and the beetles in agricultural field, and use plants to synthesize the nanoparticles and use them on the bacteria and all these organisms, disease causing organisms, and detrimental pest to control them. And my entire this experience was guided to me by Dr. Najita Banu ma'am, and also I was very happy for that. It's a very memorable moment for me, like perform synthesizing. I still want to do the same work for my dissertation 2 project in my masters. It's a very exciting thing to do.
All right, that's wonderful to learn from you that you could able to carry that memorable moments, and you liked it so much. And I'm thankful to the teachers of the department who are carrying such exciting projects along with the students, that they go and carry it forward for the further understanding of science. Now, how you have your interest or goals evolved since you started your journey as a student of this university?
First, when I came to university, sir, as I told, I only knew I because my love for animals drove me to take zoology as a stream. When I came here, I only knew like what is zoology and theoretical aspects of them. But as I progressed through the years, I did my elective courses also, other co-curricular activities also, and the other interdisciplinary subjects also, like molecular biology and all these subjects. I learned that zoology is not only a theoretical subject, it has practical applications in our life. Other than the animal husbandry part and the applied zoology part of that, zoology can be also indirectly applied to many fields. Like we are, as already mentioned, we are using stem cells to cure a variety of diseases. The stem cells have unlimited potential in them. The potential still not completely explored. Also, using zoology, we can understand the what is the balance between nature. Like conservation of species is very important, and certain species are the keystone species of an entire ecosystem. One of the best example would be the Yellowstone National Park. Since people in older times didn't really pay that much attention to zoology, they thought wolves as only predators and vicious animal, and they killed the entire population of Yellowstone wolf. But 20 years after the entire wolf of Yellowstone became extinct, the entire ecosystem collapsed, ultimately giving impact on humans also. Humans were also impacted because the deer population rose. They came to their lawn, they destroyed their crops, they destroyed all the things without the predators to control them. Prey population were huge. food resources were less, and they all migrated to human. So I evolved from more of a theoretical to a more applied and practical application of zoology in these fields.
Right. Can you share any one class, or maybe say the project, or any curricular activity has significant impact on your understanding about the academic growth of yours?
Yes, sir. First off, the project was my capstone project, as I already mentioned. It was my first step in exploring and discovering this new field of nanotechnology and other sciences. Another was, actually, it is not completely linked to zoology, but I did it in addition to zoology. It was the course of leadership and public speaking. These two classes impacted me because first I was very shy, but after doing the public speaking courses, I overcame my shyness and stage fear. And other than that, the classes of molecular biology were very pivotal, because in that class I learned about stem cells, I learned about cancer biology. Cancer biology and nanotechnology are the two new domains in my life which have came upon, which have newly rose as my new interest. Previously my only interest was evolutionary biology, but now I am interested in cancer biology as well as in nanotechnology also, and how we can actually apply nanotechnology and these nanoparticles in order to control many neurodegenerative disorders and cancers in both human and animal bodies.
Okay,
So
so
these
yeah, go ahead.
these are few of the classes that actually help me like change the being, shape the being I am now. These very pivotal classes I experienced.
Okay, so what looking onto this, the academic backup that you.
Sir, you're not audible, sir. Hello, hello, hello.
There's some network issues.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. What advice you would like to give to these newcoming or new joining who are going to join LPU as one of their career, what do you say, organization?
Yes, sir. The first advice I will say, like, I will always encourage them to explore more in the subjects of zoology, because since it is an honors zoology subject, it is having additional subject in with respect to the core zoology also. And when they explore other subjects, they can understand how all these subjects are working together and how they're interlinked with one another like a spider web. Just like the food chain that we see in the ecosystem, subjects are also interlinked. One subject will influence the other. And other thing I want to say them, they need to manage their time very strictly and need to have a fixed routine, because as freshers they will experience a lot of subjects. First they will get scared like how they are going to, like what I faced, like I got scared how I'm going to adjust to so many subjects. There are a lot of subject piles of work to do. But with time management we can achieve anything, sir, if we have a plan to go to the path. Planning is the first step in building a path. For every brick that we place to build a big castle, we have to plan where we are going to place that brick, when we are going to place a single thing. Sketching out scheduling is very important. Another thing I want to give the advice is that freshers generally many come from like very far away distance places. Like I come from Bengal, it's very far away from Punjab. When we first go to Lovely, we might feel a bit lost, like we might feel alone. Not to get demotivated by these kind of things, they can approach their mentors. They have personal mentors, and in Lovely teachers are very helpful. Like I also, whenever I feel any problem, I come to you, sir. Like, sir, I have this problem. Every teacher helps in Lovely Professional University a lot, and our zoology department teachers helps us a lot. It's seriously, and they can approach their teachers and seniors also, and they can also talk to their parents if they ever feel they're having facing certain kind of issues. Parents are always available in hostel also. Since I'm a hosteler, I know that Wardens help us a lot. If we are having some kind of issue with a roommate or other one, like newcomer, many people try to bully newcomers sometimes, but if we tell our warden, they will take action. LPU is very strict regarding these rules. But these are some of the advice I want to tell them.
All right, that you had also given an insight about how to deal all the situation and the departmental functioning as well as the hostel facilities that we have in LPU. Thank you for this. Now, as a student, as a second year student, as a departmental head, my teachers, they always try to push all the students coming to first year in PG that you have to now get through your net, which is one of the most important thing, or the career into, because you now finishing up with your academics. So have you started overthinking about your future career? And if so, what academic path you would like to take?
Sir, yes, of course, I have thought about my career, because career, the goal should be the first thing that it comes to mind, and then we will systematically plan everything and build the path to our goal. My goal, I want to become a researcher, especially a
Mhm.
researcher who is more good in applied sciences such as nanotechnology and molecular biology, and who is having this appliance into the daily life of the human being, so that we can do better for the mankind. And other than that, the influences that actually have given me these those influences, we many things have influenced me. One of my biggest influence are my teachers. When I see them, I simply get inspired, like, yeah, I have to be like them, I have to have knowledge like them, or even more knowledge than them. I have to learn things, I have to develop new skills. Other than that, one of my biggest inspiration was already our achiever, Miss Ritu ma'am. She was my senior. I interacted with her also. And when she cracked JRF and she was getting the gold medal, I was also there getting the award. So when I asked her, ma'am, how you cracked net, it was so hard exam, and JRF ranking also she cracked it, and she told me, just believe in yourself. If I can do, you can also do it. It's a very easy thing. So these are very few of my inspiration, but they're very pivotal in shaping my goal and future, sir.
Okay, that is very important to always interact with your seniors, and the senior will give you able to give you some idea how to crack higher things. Definitely. Thank you, Mr. Rudradev. Thank you, Ms. Ritu, and thank you, Ms. Ishika, for a wonderful talk on the departmental functioning as well as the functioning of the university and the subject zoology as such, which is my core also from the year 1993 onwards, and still I'm going to keep it up. Thank you very much for all of for your presence here and the time that you took up for this presentation. Thank you very much. Now we have Mr. Deepak Upadhyay from the Division of Admission. Mr. Deepak, welcome to this forum. If you have something to say.
Thank you so much for my introduction, sir. First of all, very good evening to everyone. And such a knowledgeable session given by Dr. Joydeep, Mr. Rudradev, Ms. Ritu, and Ms. Ishika. Now, without taking much of time, I request all the attendees to be focused for a few more minutes, as I am going to explain you about the accreditations, rankings of lovely professional universities, achievements, and what is the admission process for taking admission in any program in lovely professional university. So Simrat ma'am, please confirm me when my screen will be visible.
Well, sure, sir. Yes, it is visible now.
Visible, ma'am?
Anji, sir. It is.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm very glad to inform whenever I just share the information related to this NAC, as LPU receives highest NAC grade, that is A++ with 3.68 score on a 4-pointer scale. And even this is the highest score in the first cycle of accreditations among all government and private universities. This is such a wonderful achievement. Then we have other accreditations as well, as ACBSP USA accreditations for management programs. We have UGC approval. Then we have NCTE approvals for education programs, ICAR for agriculture. Then we have PCI, Pharmacy Council of India for pharmacy programs, Council of Architecture, Bar Council of India for the law programs, ITPI, and Indian Association of Physiotherapists. And there are so many accreditations that we have. Even we have membership as well, like AIU membership, IAU, International Association of Universities. Then we have IIE, that is Institute of International Education, Institute of Engineers. Now coming to the rankings and awards of Lovely Professional University. And I'm very glad to inform again that in the World University Ranking 2023, LPU received 23rd rank among top universities of India for both government and private. And if I can tell you about the discipline-wise ranking, then we have second in business and economics, sixth in engineering, eighth in clinical and health, ninth in computer science, and 12th in life sciences. You can see. Then we have another ranking, that is World University with Real Impact. And we ranked second in the first attempt. And even we have secured global band of 101 to 200. Then for Atal ranking of innovation and achievements, we have third rank. And you can see that Lovely Professional University not only focus on the academics, but focus on overall development of the student. Along with the studies, the student can focus on the cultural, sports activities, multidisciplinary activities should be there for the student. So because of this, you can see that our university create history where 12 out of 13 LPU students won Olympic medals. And in that you can see 1 gold, 1 silver, and 2 bronze medals are there. Then this is the another achievement, Lovely Professional University for 37th National Inter-University Youth Festival. We were the champions. Next is we were the first runner-up in Maka Sports Trophy, that is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad Sports Trophy 2023. And this is the aerial view of our campus. You can see this is the massive capacity auditorium that we have inside the campus. This is the lab we have inside the campus. This is the central library. Now this is the uni mall inside the campus only, where the student can go and purchase all the day-to-day needful items. And this is the inside view of our uni mall, that is inside the university. You can see so many shops are there. Gym is also there inside the mall. Sports activities. We have uni hospital inside the campus, which is having a capacity of 25 beds, and doctors are available 24/7. Ambulance facilities are also there. You can see we again believes on saving energy as well, and you can see massive capacity of solar panel has been installed in that open auditorium. Now this is again the view of our campus. So you can see this is such a lush green campus LPU is having. Now this is the night view of Lovely Professional University, and we have indoor sports complex also, shooting range, and Olympic level swimming pool we have inside the indoor sports complex facility. This is the aerial view of our indoor sports complex. Now let's go live and just understand that what are the different programs that we are offering, and if any student wants to take the admission in any of the program, how they can search the program, how they can check the fees, the scholarship, what are the process to apply, how to connect with any admission counselor from Lovely Professional University. All this step I will explain you when we'll go live by opening the website of LPU. Simrat ma'am, please let me know again when it will be visible.
Yes, sir.
Is it visible now?
No, sir, the screen is not visible.
Now it's visible?
Yes, sir, now it is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Now you can see this is our university website, very easy to remember, lpu.in, lovelyprofessionaluniversity.in. Now when you will open this website, there is one option you can see here, admission option is there. If you want to search for, let us suppose some program after 10+2, that is UG programs, you can click on a regular option, let's say. Then you will be able to see that there are so many programs, it will be visible in front of you discipline wise. Now let us suppose you want to apply for some this zoology option, as we are discussing in this session. You can just click on zoology and you will be able to see these two different programs that we are offering under this discipline. Let us suppose you will click on this BSc Honors Zoology course. Now you will be able to see all the information related to this particular course from this page. First, you can see the eligibility criteria of this course, that we need 60% marks in 10+2 with English, physics, chemistry, and bio are the subject to be studied by the student in 10+2. Along with that, student need to qualify our national level exam, and that is LPU NEST, Lovely Professional University National Entrance and Scholarship Test, or CUET. This is the eligibility criteria for this particular program. Similarly, if you will search for, let us suppose, some other program as per another discipline, the eligibility will be clearly mentioned on this particular page. Now, when you will scroll it down, there is a lot of information related to ranking, achievements, placement records, so many information are there. Here you can see the fee option is also visible here. When you will click directly on this fee option, it will show you the per semester fees. Now you can see the program fees per semester will be 50,000 rupees. Now here we are also offering the scholarship based on many categories, based on the last qualification marks in 10+2. Then another category we are offering the scholarship based on this LPUNS exam. If you will come in cutoff 1 category, it will be 35%. If you will come in cutoff 2, it will be 30%. If you will come in cutoff 3, it will be 25%. And you will be able to see that we are offering the scholarship based on many categories. Many options are there in this page only. You will be able to see, when you will scroll it down, you will be able to see multiple options are there by which we are offering the scholarship. You can see very first is based on the percentage, as I have already explained you, based on LPNest also, based on CVD also, based on NEET score. Then other special scholarships are also there based on innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, based on the participation in sports, cultural, R&D, co-curricular, and some bravery awards. Even financial aid also we are providing to the retired defense, CAPF, paramilitary, and their dependents. There are so many options are available in the scholarship part for some particular program. So you can search it from on this page only. And let us suppose you want to apply for some particular program. Let's say for this program you want to apply. So from where you can apply? You can apply on this option only. Here you can see apply now option is written. You can just fill your details, name, gender, and fill all the option which is required, and just click on submit. You will be able to register yourself and a dashboard will be created. Then you can process for the admissions, right? And let us suppose now you want to just open our university website and you want to interact with any admission counselor nearest to your city or maybe in your city, because our outreach admission officers are operational pan India. When you will just open the website and you will just click on this link, you can clearly see that link is help you in your town. When you will click on this, you will be able to select the different state. Here option is visible to you that select the state. Let us suppose you want to select for Bihar. Just click on it and you will be able to see the office address along with the phone number. Even the direction is also available. You can click on this, it will guide you the map to the office, and you can see these are the person who will be available in the office. Contact number is also mentioned. If you want to schedule a call, let's say you will just click on this link and you will be able to schedule a call. Now WhatsApp facility is also there in the campus. You will just you can just note it down. I'm just reading this number 9852 56900. This is the WhatsApp helpline of Lovely Professional University. You can just save this number and just ping the message. You will be able to get the information from this source also. And if you will scroll this page down, you will be able to see the toll-free number of our university also. This is the number of admission helpline. I'm again just reading out this number also, 01824 517 000. This is the number through which you can connect with any admission counselor or telecaller from our university, and they will guide you about the different process and admission procedures. Now, let us suppose you want to just inquire for some particular course, and for example, we can take the option of as we have taken for zoology. And if you want to know that LP Nest is there for zoology or
Hello, Mr. Deepak. Am I audible to you? Hello, Mr. Deepak. So, as we came to end of this webinar, experts, your year of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic is such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful afternoon for all the attendees. On the behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable. And
Simrat, I'm so sorry, there is some
I think there's some technical glitch.
internet issue.
Yeah, internet issue.
Yes, madam.
Would you like to continue your session?
Ma'am, there is only just a last point that I want to share with the participants. So that is, yes. So this is the link that I want to show with you. The link is nest.lp.in. Ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Right. So nest.lp.in, you can just click and open this link, and you can just click on any program. Let's say, for example, you click on BTech. Then this page will open, which contain all the information, like you can check question paper pattern, you can check the syllabus, you can check previous year question paper, sample questions, career pathways, all the things are available. If you want to check the test cities, important dates to take the admission, important dates to apply for our national level exam, and even if you apply, if you want to apply from this page only, you can just click on this apply now option, and you will be able to apply. So these are all the things from my side, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks to everyone. So experts, your year of research, your depth of understanding the topic, and your ability to present the topic is such an interesting way produced one of the most wonderful afternoon for all the attendees. On the behalf of all the attendees of this webinar, I would like to thank you for your insightful presentation. Hopefully, the attendees found this webinar to be valuable and will be able to utilize the information provided in this webinar to help them take a better decision regarding your admission. I'm obliged and once again thankful to Dr. Joydeep Datta, Ms. Ishika, Ms. Ritu Kumari, Mr. Rudradev, and Mr. Deepak for strengthening this platform. Sign off for the day. Thank you so much.